Alright, everybody, so, DuckTales episode this week, basically tells the story of, Uncle Scrooge, Della, and Donald's first real adventure together as a family, and, and it also tells the story about, Bradford and, Heron, basically started Val. So, Bradford and Scrooge ended up first started off working together at another undercover agency called Shush, and basically, Bradford was was basically an accountant that basically wanted to take the company in another direction. But 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 nobody, even including Dr. Von Drigg or Professor Von Drigg, I, I, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. But you guys know who I'm talking about. That 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 really old professor. Anyway, Heron actually convinces Bradford to take his desire to take over the world more seriously, and they are the ones that actually form Fowl. Uncle Scrooge and Donald and Della as children basically go on Scrooge's actual first real adventure to the Bermuda Trapezoid, to the Phantom Islands, to basically try and track down this piece of paper called the Papyrus of Binding, which was basically in the hands of this pirate Yellowbeak, and the papyrus is a type of artifact that will give you anything you want, except you have to be very, very, very specific, or or, or as Yellowbeak found out, bad things will happen to you. So 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 after Heron reveals her and Bradford's plans to actually find the Papyrus of Binding for themselves, and ask it for the ability to take over the world, and almost send Della, Scrooge, and Donald to a watery grave by almost having the plane crash. That they actually find Yellowbeak's skeleton, and find out that he wasn't specific enough on the things that he asked the papyrus for. He asked Yellowbeak asked for water. His crew drowned in it. And Yellowbeak also asked the binding to help him escape from the island, and it ended up killing him. Well, after a series of epic mountain climbing scenes where Scrooge even starts to tell Della and Donald about his first exhibitions, which he likes to refer to as business trips. That actually gets Uncle Scrooge excited about adventuring, and and Uncle Scrooge actually has um, Donald and Della basically jump on his back, and Uncle Scrooge uses his cane like a pogo stick, like he did in the old DuckTales game. Anyway, uh, uh, the Bradford's cohort, um, the lady with the robot arm, who 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 whose name I literally just forgot. Actually, tells Bradford that if he wants to be a villain so bad, whether he likes it or not, he's got to spread chaos. And so Bradford and so Bradford and the robot arm lady, forgive me guys, I literally just forgot what her name was. That they actually get a hold of the papyrus of binding, and and Brad and Bradford asked the papyrus to basically uh, 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 erase Uncle Scrooge and the and Bradford basically asked the papyrus to make him vanish, and to sort of make Uncle Scrooge forget that Bradford had anything at all to do with any of this, and that includes the formation of Bow. In fact, that is why that Uncle Scrooge made Bradford the sort of head of McDuck Industries, so Uncle Scrooge, Della, and Donald could concentrate on adventuring. But uh, but 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 Uncle Scrooge still kind of ends up winning the day because he asks the papyrus for one final wish. He has uh, that that until real true blood heirs of I, Scrooge McDuck, fi, fi, find you again. I ask that you disappear until that point because the Heron, yes, that's right. Heron threatens to hurt the kids if Scrooge doesn't hand over the papyrus. And yeah, guys, that that that's the episode. It basically tells the story of how Bradford got got in control, got to be the head of Uncle Scrooge's board of directors because due to Uncle Scrooge's first real heroic act as an adventurer and as a real family man in a desperate move to save his uncle, and because of to save his niece and nephew rather, and because Bradford made the papyrus make Uncle Scrooge forget. Uncle Scrooge doesn't even remember that Bradford was the one who and uh, uh, and the robot arm lady, that they're the ones who wanted to capture the papyrus to begin with. So all Uncle Scrooge can remember is that he actually met Bradford at a Christmas party. And yeah, guys, that's the end of the episode. Now, as for the smaller versions of Stella and Donald, That was ch- um child self is pretty much the same adventure driven personality that that she ultimately um grew into as an adult. And Donald, as we've seen in prior flashback episodes, basically start, start, starts out as like this desperate rocker kid, always trying to figure out how to play guitar and find out clever names for a band, and and until he thinks that Black, I mean, that yes, Heron has hurt Della, and that's when his famous anger kicks in, and and yes, just like Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Donald and Della were basically dropped off by Scrooge's sister. So yeah, guys, Uncle Scrooge and Donald and Della do not remember that they've actually stopped Bradford and Heron before. Um, because of what Bradford did to the papyrus of binding, but the papyrus cannot emerge again until either they all find it again together, possibly in the Bermuda trapezoid by returning to the Phantom Islands, or if if Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and probably unfortunately Webby as well, happen to venture to the trapezoid on their own and find the papyrus. But yeah, guys, this was a very good episode.